Today's sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Washington Redskins. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, gun.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Here we go, G. Gun. Check.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 31, Newton. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Mike 53. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. 20. Express.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Right at the 8. I got him. 57's the mic. Watch 57. 8. Let's go. We got this. 8.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin. And it's 2nd down.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw would turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
We got to step it up.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Check nickel.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They're not ready for this. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
This is McCaffrey. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second and 5 now. Newton. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
On first down, this is Geis. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a run with Geis. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. On the ground, it's Geis. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
It's now 4th down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go with Geis. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Let's go. Get you running. Get you running. I know he ain't got it. Go.
On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Mike, 53. Mike.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Slam. Jim. 8. Watch the shot.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Right to the 3.
Yo. Alert 3.
8. Watch the twitch. 20.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Great, great, great. Hey!
Out of the gun, Newton being chased out left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Here we go. Try. 53, Mike, 53. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 53 to Mike, 53, check 53. Come on. You ready?
To throw again, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Gun. Crunch. 8.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
In Christian McCaffrey's rookie year, he would not have gotten that carry. It likely would have gone to either Cam or Jonathan Stewart when he was with the Panthers. But now he's the man in the backfield, gets the big carry, picks up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch twins. 20. SOS. Gun.
Throwing is Newton. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready? 180. 53 is the mark. Hey, watch the ball.
On first down, it's Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
At the Redskins' 14-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check 99. Check 8. Check 3. Express. Check.
On the ground with a tight end. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Check 56. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Watch safety creep. 8. Safety creep.
On third down, Green. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Mike 54. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Let's go.
Geis. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 88 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
20. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Right there, 56. Hey, come on, come on, 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Newton on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check 37. Check 37.
Gun.
52. Check
20.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Number 53, Mike 53. Hey! I'm coming for his own. Check safety. Check 28. 8. Shit. Great.
Now again, right side McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. Now Newton. Flush to his right. He may try and run. Can fight it. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Marcus Green as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it makes the score 21-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
That's trash.
Right there. 54. Right there.
You remember me. Let's go, baby.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Haskins. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
He's got it complete to Thompson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Here's Geis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They run with Geis. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. Geis. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better.
And he can't get away. Newton can't escape the pressure, and it's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 91 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Newton. Forced out to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Here we go.
Gun.
53, Mike, 53.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take fast.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Check, 50,
Now it's Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Mike. Mike.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Gun. Great.
Here's Newton. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Newton on 3rd down. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Let's go one more. 57 to Mike. Watch 57.
You ain't going nowhere.
57. Mike. 50.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
56, right there, 56.
Big stop, D. Big stop.
Watch twist.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Marcus Green, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Gano the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Come on, man. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 81 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Check 25.
From the 24, Newton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So Big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again is Newton. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 45-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Newton throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, a 22.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Right to the 3.
56. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Switch.
49. Check
20.
49.
Check it out, Reed.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
20.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. That's it.
From the gun, here's Newton. And this is caught at the 8. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
That's another Panthers first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'd be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Again, McCaffrey hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50, the 20, 10, 5, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 91 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
20.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Shit. 8.
Zoom.
56. Mike, 56, right there. 56.
On 2nd and 1, Newton. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
Hey, take your socks out back to home. Socks out back there, home.
Check 4.
Check 24, check 24.
Rush in.
8. Rush in.
56.
Echo.
Check 56.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way.
Newton to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Got it.
59 is Mike. Check, 59.
All right, T, let's go.
Mike.
Let's go. Come on.
Bound to lose one.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Yeah.
Motion.
Let's go.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike's 59.
Time to go. Night. 59 Mike.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Redskins, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Hey, how fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a down, but we got up now. Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal.